My mom's in a psych ward.
Girl, not the trauma dumping. Netflix is keeping up their reputation for releasing trash content on their streaming platform, which means I get even more videos reacting to them. And the latest content they've released is Madam Web, which has been clowned on the internet for quite a while when the trailer came out because everyone could tell this was going to be a dumpster fire. And then when the movie released in theaters, everyone confirmed that it was a dumpster fire. I think the real gag is the casting, because putting Dakota Johnson as the superhero in a Marvel movie just does not add up in my head. You basically pick the person whose entire aura has like the least amount of urgency whatsoever. I also saw in interviews after the movie came out that Dakota was just not about the movie at all. So it's clear that she's just gonna move on and not look back and just collect her check. And I commend that behavior because I too will be collecting my check from this movie. So I want to thank today's sponsor, Airalo. Every time I travel to another country, the big question is, how am I gonna get internet? Because I literally cannot survive without that. I've tried a bunch of options over the years and I've concluded, one, I can't use my phone plan because they charge me $10 a month, which is way too expensive. And two, I can use physical SIM cards, but it's not ideal because they're so small and then I swap them out and then I end up losing them. So the ideal solution for me has been eSIM, specifically from Airalo. Airalo provides instant and affordable data connectivity through eSIMs for more than 200 countries and regions. For me specifically, I use them when I traveled to Korea this month. It was really easy. I basically just downloaded the app, picked my data plan, and bought the eSIM before I travel. And then when I landed in Korea, I turned on my eSIM and I automatically got internet data. I didn't have to wait in line at the airport or find a store that would sell it. Literally all I did was just press a button and it turned on. What's great is that Airalo does both global and regional eSIMs. So that means there's multiple options for you to pick from if you plan on traveling to more than one country. And you can even receive calls and SMS on your original number. So if you're interested in trying out when you travel, you can use my code Cindy3 to get $3 off of your first eSIM. Now let's go ahead and dive into Madam Web. Got my laptop right here, some earphones because I cannot have my neighbors finding out that I'm watching this in my free time, and we'll just dive into it together. I am not a Marvel girly, so I literally don't know anything about the lore, so I'm coming into this completely blind.
I agreed to provide security for you because I thought you were close to finding the spider.
The peptides in the spider's venom, they supercharge their cellular structure.
We're barely a minute in and the acting is not giving. The acting kind of reminds me of like those awkward HR videos you have to watch when you start a new job and then you have to answer a quiz later. Is this colleague enacting sexual harassment by whispering about the power of spiders in your ear?
She's trying her best to keep me from working.
She's pregnant and still working in the jungles of Peru? What happened to maternity leave? Americans truly have a toxic work culture. Cause girl, you should be home.
I found the spider. Something so small, it has so much power.
Whoa, okay, they did not cover this in HR. What would you do in this situation? Listen to your supervisor? Report his conduct to HR? Start a union?
Give it to me!
Oh my god, dude, is it really that serious? Over a spider? You couldn't just collect some dust in your house? Also, you have to shoot a pregnant woman too? Where are the pro-life protesters here? They need to stop wasting their time in Planned Parenthood and go to Peru because the shit is messed up. What the fuck is going on? Is this some spider cult? Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. See, this is why I have health insurance. Cause I'd be like, bitch, take me to a fucking doctor. Oh my gosh, she gave birth already? Okay, maybe this cult does have a point because that looked like the easiest childbirth procedure ever. Like the baby ain't even crying.
She will come back when she needs answers. And when she does, I will be here for her.
Wow, thank you, doctor with eyeliner and a shirt made out of seaweed bits. I did doubt you at first, but that really was a quick and easy childbirth. So maybe there is something going on in the water for the spider cult. Maybe this is a lesson to open our minds to other cultures and medicine practices.
Come on! This is 210 with a 42-year-old female, code 3.
Again, I had to bring up how casting Dakota Johnson, not only as a superhero, but also as a paramedic, is so funny to me because she has no sense of urgency. Like if I was having a medical emergency and she showed up, I'd be like, bitch is over for me. Bring me back to Seaweed Man with the guy liner, because I like the work that he's done. I don't know about Dakota.
You know, last time I was in a vehicle driven like this, I was being shot at.
What, you've never been shot at in Queens?
Girl, I don't believe you've even been to Queens. I feel like if you did, you would be clutching your purse and complaining about the noise and music. Let's be real here.
I'm glad I caught you before you headed back out. She's gonna be okay.
Who?
Your, patient.
You know what? She's so me. Absolutely no social awareness when it comes to people. She's like, wait, what? Who got shot? I saved somebody's life? I mean, okay.
Her little boy wanted to say thank you.
She's like, great, I have to take this kid's shitty drawing. I've saved a bunch of kids' lives. You're not special, okay? It's just another one for the trash bin.
Thanks, buddy.
What am I supposed to do with this? I can't even fold it. It's like cardboard.
Wait, why is she so real though? How did they cast Dakota in this movie? Like, was the character already so nonchalant, or did they just add this shit in once she was cast? I want to know if it's like the chicken or the egg situation. This is some nasty New York water here. Look at how green and murky it is. And this may be accurate to real life actually, because if I fell in a river in New York, I too probably would see tendrils floating around me like this. Honestly, just a gulp of it probably would kill you by now.
89. Jump back in the water anytime. Wait. I need to get your oxygen levels.
Again?
What are you talking about?
My O2 is 89.
No, it's not. Oh, you're right.
Okay, so she can predict the future, but only 5 seconds ahead. It's like the lukewarm version of That's So Raven.
Where's my spider?
His worst nightmare is teenagers and blurry CGI. He better never watch a CW show.
My mother actually died in childbirth.
See, the thing is, I feel like if I were a Nepo baby like Dakota, I would have fun just killing the mood in every occasion. Like, why not bring up your mom dying during childbirth at baby shower? You don't have anything to lose.
I don't know, I just have a weird feeling.
Don't let it mess with your head.
I like how she had a vision of this guy dying and she tried to stop him and then he said no and she was like, oh, okay. Again, this is why you should not be an ER worker. You have zero sense of urgency. You can't just fucking watch him die in a car crash and then be like, oh my god, I had no way of stopping this. Who could have seen this coming? Oh wait, I did.
I came from nothing, less than nothing. I will not give up.
Not only is this guy's acting really bad, every line sounds like it's a bad English dub. Like the lips don't even match his movement. See, why are we hung up about the spider and not asking how this man became a ventriloquist?
That's your emergency. That. Is anybody else seeing this?
You know, this is actually pretty accurate to New York, because if there was a giant, nasty-looking spider creature man in a skin-tight suit wiggling his ass cheeks across the ceiling of the subway station, I also don't think anybody would react here. It's just another day in New York. Like, we've pretty much seen it all.
Hey, am I on the right train?
I don't know, man.
Dude, I mean, you know, okay, listen, I gotta commend her for keeping it fucking real, because she's like, I don't fucking know, man. Why are you asking me? What do you mean I was supposed to memorize my lines? I thought I could just be half asleep through most of this movie and collect my check. Isn't that, like, part of the contract that I signed? Was there even, like, a writer's room, or is this just some person's stream of consciousness that's put into a movie?
No, you don't understand. We're being attacked. We're being attacked. You're safe.
Okay, this is also accurate that the police in these subway stations wouldn't actually help you. Frankly, I'm surprised that they even bothered to come up to her in the first place. I thought they would be too busy playing Candy Crush. Honestly, if you actually want police attention while fleeing from a killer, you would just need to hop the turnstile, and then they'll be hot on your tracks.
What do you mean? I'm just trying to help. Okay, anyone who wants to leave can leave right now. Okay. Wait. Sorry, no, you can't actually leave because you guys are the only ones that know what actually happened.
I feel like whoever wrote this script was just making it up as they went along and then backtracking when things don't make sense, but keeping the illogical parts anyway. Like, they thought out loud, okay, the main character makes the kids sleep because she doesn't like kids. Oh no, wait, she wouldn't do that because they're on the run and she needs answers. Okay, so she changes her mind and I'm not gonna hit the backspace button at any point while writing the script.
What's the deal with Ceiling Guy? I told you, I don't know.
Kind of more interested in why he's trying to kill us.
I don't know. Stop asking me.
This would be me writing my book and refusing to address any of the plot holes. Just make the characters as clueless as to what the fuck is going on.
You can't just leave us here. Just, you know, be like a Girl Scout girl. Be that. Just be that. Just stay here. Don't do anything dumb.
Don't do dumb things, she says, while leaving a bunch of minors alone in a forest. At least they're not trying to force a found family in this story. She has no maternal instincts whatsoever. She's like, a bunch of kids? I don't know what to do with them. I'll just leave them alone for several hours. I mean, they can feed each other, right?
How would you know you could climb a wall if you've never tried?
This is me when I try to kill a spider in the corner of my living room, but I'm too short to catch it.
I live with my dad and his wife and their kid.
What about your mom?
She's not really around.
Man, this is the lamest group of teens to get lost in a forest. Boo! If one of you bitches don't start eating each other like yellow jackets, why did she even drop you off there in the first place?
What is this?
Wait, they were allegedly kidnapped today. So how did the newspapers print the story already in less than 24 hours? Those journalists really said, print isn't dead. We can beat the internet.
Nice to meet you, Sophia.
For your information, can you just confirm your location?
Wow, how convenient that the hacker just happened to be listening to a random call from that random diner at the right time. Not gonna lie, setting an action scene to Toxic by Britney Spears does go pretty hard.
Let's try that again.
Oh, is she just gonna crash into the diner instead? I mean, sure, why not?
My mom's in a psych ward.
Girl, not the trauma dumping. We were vibing to Britney Spears and then you just had to kill the mood.
My dad got deported 6 months ago. I came home from school and he was gone.
Okay, what is this? Group therapy? Did I ask for your tragic background story?
Cassie, please help us.
The fuck is she supposed to do? Look 5 minutes into the future? That's not gonna bring your mom back from the psych ward.
Interlock your hands like this. You lock your elbow and then you pump. You don't stop. If you stop, they die.
Wow, what a random but practical way of bonding with the children.
I'll be gone a week and they're relying on me and I don't know how else to protect them.
Okay, I can't pretend to understand what's going on here. Just be careful.
Thank you, Ben.
Dude, he's a really nice coworker to agree to look after the kids at his free time. The way I would never do that for my coworkers. Like, I don't even do my actual job that they asked me to do.
Sorry to tell you that your baby has myasthenia gravis.
No, I need a cure.
That's why you went there? For me? I'm so sorry I spent so long being mad at you.
Okay, so she realizes her mom had gone off to Peru and was so obsessed with spiders because she was trying to find a cure for Dakota when she was like a baby and sick. She's like, wow, it turns out my mom didn't hate me after all, even though it made no sense why I thought she would hate me considering she died during childbirth. You mean women who travel to other countries and do research and participate in extracurricular activities can still love their children? Damn, that's crazy.
You are the only one who can change the future. And when you take on the responsibility, great power will come.
Truly, I mean, just wow. This feels like someone took the quote, with great power comes great responsibility, put it in Google Translate in a different language, and then translated it back to English, and then this is what you got here. Dude, her solution to everything is just driving a car into it. I mean, I guess if I didn't have any actual fighting skills, I would do the same thing.
Get it close to the ceiling. Ready? Now!
Let's go, women in STEM. See, kids, this is why science is important. This is exactly what ER training was for.
Julia, get down!
Okay, so these visions are coming up at all these convenient times for her to know when to dodge or like tell people to dodge. My question is, how do these visions come up at the perfect time? And if you rewind and have a do-over, but then you still mess up again, like if you didn't jump fast enough or whatever, do you get to redo that redo too? Or is there a limited quantity of redos? Like what's the logic here?
You can't save all three!
She's like, joke's on you, I'm gonna rewind all the way back and give birth to all 3 of these bitches like triplets. Call me mother, bitch.
The girls were never your future. I was.
You know they thought they ate with this line. Damn, death by sponsorship. Really poetic if you think about it. I too hope that one day I die from being crushed by the Book of the Month logo.
Come back, Cassie. Cassie, wake up!
The way if I had to do chest compressions from a lesson that I learned like one time a few days ago, I would not have remembered how. I'm someone who needs to have things repeated to them to remember it. Like, it could not be me.
Are you all immediate family?
Yes, they're all mine.
Ugh, damn, I thought we were gonna do the found family trope. Come on, Dakota, remember who you are. You hate children and you hate their shitty drawings. Don't let this get to you.
How's your eyesight? I can see better than I ever have. I can see you.
Not her being blind, paralyzed, and in a fucking wheelchair. What? Is she okay? Why is she smiling all creepy? This shit is so goofy.
And you know the best thing about the future, it hasn't happened yet.
Directed by S.J. Clarkson. I guess we learn what happens when you have female directors. You know that's what the Marvel executives are thinking right now. They're like, see, this is why we shouldn't hire women. We have just finished watching Madam Web. This movie actually could have been good. I usually like stories where the whole cast is women, so I feel like this would have been a great story about, you know, like a woman who's always lived her life alone, but then she found mentorship and fulfillment through protecting and guiding these young girls. And maybe this is like the untold story in history about how before Peter Parker even became a superhero, the reason why things were set up for success and for the bad guys to fail was because women were putting in the work. But this wacky ass script was not it. But you know what? A campy bad movie is better than a boring movie. So at least it has that going on. How did you feel about the movie? Honestly, I kind of wish I watched this when I was high. Maybe that's what the writers thought too when they made this movie. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. I'll keep an eye out for any other movies that are coming out that might be fun to react to. Otherwise, my next video is gonna be a vlog of when I went to Korea, because obviously I have a little bit of a perm situation and black hair, and you'll see all the shenanigans I went to. So I will see you next time. Bye.
What I wanted was to crash with my dumb friends on the weekends that I watch